Episode 3. Emotional Leadership, the Real Definition. If you've been following my journey so far, you'll know that Season 1 isn't really about illness. It's about identity, about leadership, about resilience, and about learning who you become when life strips away the versions of you that were built around pace, pressure, and certainty. And that brings me directly into today's topic, emotional leadership. It's one of the most misunderstood forms of leadership, and yet it is one that shapes me the most, especially during those months and years where life demanded more emotional resilience than physical strength. So let's talk honestly about what emotional leadership really means and why it matters more than ever. What emotional leadership is not. Let's clear the misconceptions first. It's not being soft. It's not being passive. It's not avoiding conflict. It's not people-pleasing. It's not absorbing the emotions of everyone around you until you collapse. And it's definitely not suppressing everything that you feel and pretending nothing affects you. That version of leadership, the stiff upper lip, keep going no matter what, or I'm fine leadership, it breaks people. It nearly broke me. In the months after my diagnosis, I learned something profound. If you don't lead your emotions will lead you. And that's where emotional leadership begins. The moment I understood the truth. I didn't learn emotional leadership through theory. I learned it in hospital rooms, in recovery, during uncertainty, in conversations where the doctors weren't sure if I'd ever return to work, in the quiet moments where my breath, my identity, and my pace were different from everyone else around me. In those moments, I had a choice. I could fight my emotional reality, or I could lead myself through it. Emotional leadership isn't about control. It's about responsibility. It's about saying, I feel scared, and I can still take the next step. I feel overwhelmed, and I can still be steady. I feel uncertain, and I can still move. Before we get into the pillars of emotional leadership, let me tell you a story. There was a day in the NHS, a high-pressure day, where everything felt like it was happening at once. Short staffing, confusion, pressure, people stretched thin. You could feel the tension the moment you stepped into the room. Two colleagues are arguing, not because they dislike each other, but because they were exhausted, stressed, and carrying far more than anyone should. Their voices were raised. The energy in the room was sharp. People nearby stiffened. You could see the shoulders tightening. You could hear the breath changing. You could practically feel the room vibrating with tension. In that moment, emotional leadership wasn't taking control through force. It wasn't about changing sides. It wasn't about fixing everything. It was about presence. I slowed my breath. I lowered my shoulders, softened my expression, calmed my voice, and simply said, "Let's take a moment." Instantly, and I mean instantly, the room shifted. Not because I had the authority, not because of hierarchy, but because of regulation. And here's the psychology. When a regulated person enters a dysregulated space, mirror neurons begin syncing to the calmest nervous system in the room. Calm is contagious. Emotional leadership prevents escalation, reduces mistakes, and maintains momentum. It's efficient, it's practical, and it's effective. It makes people feel seen and safe. The 5 pillars of emotional leadership. These pillars came from lived experience, including those months where I wasn't sure of my future, and the moments in hospital where the outcome was uncertain. Let's break them down. 1. Self-awareness. You cannot lead what you cannot see. Self-awareness starts with, what am I feeling? Where is it showing up in my body? Is this my emotion or the room's emotion? When I was recovering after diagnosis, this was essential. There were days I felt frustrated, days I felt scared, days I felt slow, days I felt hopeful. Learning to name it helps me navigate it. 2. Regulation. This is the heart of emotional leadership. It's not about suppressing emotion. It's about grounding yourself so you can respond instead of react. Regulation looks like 1 steady breath, lowering your shoulders, softening your jaw, slowing your speech by 10%. When I was walking through my deterioration, when my breath was limited, when fear was present, regulation wasn't optional, it was survival. 3. Emotional honesty. This is where leaders often struggle. Emotional honesty is not emotional dumping. It's not oversharing. It's not using your feelings as weapons. It's simply saying, this is where I am. This is how I'm showing up. This is the truth. During my recovery, emotional honesty became essential, not only with others, but with myself. When the doctors couldn't tell me if I'd work again, emotional honesty kept me grounded. 4. Empathy with boundaries. Empathy without boundaries becomes burnout. Boundaries without empathy become coldness. The balance is where emotional leadership lives. Empathy says, I understand you. Boundaries say, I must also protect me. That lesson became essential during later years, especially when work placed unreasonable demands on my body and my health. Empathy with boundaries is the leadership sweet spot. 5. Clarity in communication. When emotions rise, clarity becomes everything. Clarity cuts through confusion. Clarity creates safety. Clarity builds trust. In the NHS, clarity could prevent panic. In my personal journey, clarity with myself kept me grounded. Clarity is not harsh. It is not cold. It is not confrontational. Clarity is compassionate truth. Here's a powerful, simple technique. The 30-second pause. When emotions rise, either yours or others, pause for 30 seconds. During that pause, breathe steadily. Notice your body. Soften your tone. Decide your response. This 30-second pause has prevented arguments, mistakes, panic, and emotional spirals more times than I can count. It's simple. It's powerful. It's leadership. A reflective moment. Let's pause together. Ask yourself, where in life is emotional leadership needed right now? Not from others, but from you. Maybe it's at work. Maybe it's at home. Maybe it's in relationships. Maybe it's inside your own mind. Take a breath. Feel your body. Let the question settle. Emotional leadership begins with you. Emotional leadership isn't weakness. It isn't softness. It isn't optional. It's strength under control. Clarity in chaos. Composure under pressure. Compassion with boundaries. Its presence when life feels uncertain. It is the leadership that carried me through recovery, through fear, through limitations, through identity shifts, and into the person I am becoming now. Remember, empathy is strength, but only when paired with steadiness. And emotional leadership is not who you are in perfect moments. It's who you choose to be when life tests your core. Real leadership isn't about being the strongest person in the room. It's about being the most aware. If this episode has changed the way that you think about leadership, whether in your work, your family, or the way you lead yourself, you're very welcome to follow Becoming Unbreakable for future episodes. And if you know a leader a colleague, or a healthcare professional who's trying to lead with integrity, empathy and humanity in a demanding environment. Sharing this episode might really support them.